Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with a January Baby Got Scraps layout, and I am actually going to do a 2-page layout. I have these 4 pictures from our annual beach trip, and I wanted to make a 2-page layout out of them because the first 2 are from when we got there and the second 2 are our group pictures. And I have tons of little itty bitty like branding strips, small scraps for these multiple hip kit collections. And I really want to try and get as much of this used up as I can. So I had an idea based off these pictures, and I love this paper so much and I love the back of it, but I'm going to use the sunshine. And then I have 2 white cardstocks and a plethora of different collections of hip kit embellishments that will go with a beach summery feel. So I've got my papers, my stack of scraps, my lots of embellishments, and some pictures. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, I'm cutting this straight down the middle at 6 inches on each side. And I debated between putting them both at the top or encompassing right and left with the sunshine. And then I'm going with like sunsetty colors. Now, some of these are like a brighter, dark, like a hot pink. But for the most part, I cut them all at, I think, a 1/2 inch. So they're like branding strip size. So not all of these are branding strips. Some of them are just scraps. So I cut them all to branding strip size so that they're reasonably even in their depth. And so you can tell that I have them separated out into like pinks, orange, yellow, green, and blue. And I don't know if you can tell, but I have adhesive on my paper stripped down on the insides of each page and going out about 6 inches because I want to put these strips down to make like a sunset or sunrise over the ocean kind of feel. So I do put some green in there, so it's really almost more rainbow, more than sunset. But I put mostly green, pinks and oranges, some yellow, and some blues in there. But green's my favorite color. And don't tell my best friend, but there's quite a bit of pink on here, and she doesn't do pink, and she's in both these layouts. So sorry, Brie. I do put a lot of blue down here by the picture of me and her, so it's fine. So anyway, I just make sure that my scraps that I'm using are on both sides. I don't care that they're exactly even. I mean, they're reasonably even, but I'm not being super cautious to where they're like perfectly flush. And so, but they pretty much look like they're coming across. I did consider taking a full 12-inch strip, laying it across, and then cutting down the middle. But I suck at cutting a straight line, guys, so I didn't do that. I just put them on either side. So I have to finish that. These are my leftover scraps from the branding strips and thin strips. So now I am building background papers. I want to mat my pictures in black, but I'd love to use up some more of these colors. So I go ahead, take a 4 by 6 1/4 and trim my picture down to 3 3/4 by 6. And I just use these branding strips and leftover bits to make the background. And I do that for all 4 pictures. So it's bringing a little bit of color, but then I want to mat the whole thing in black because it helps it stand out. And I love the way it looks when you've got like rainbow or bright or, multiple colors and then that stark black. So that is what I do. And then when I'm done, I'm going to put each of these on the far left and on the far right. And yes, you can tell that my papers don't go over all the way, or they like match up exactly. But I am going to take another strip of just black solid cardstock, and it's the same length or width, and I just put that to where it meets where those two are, and that way any little bits that are kind of loosey-goosey are fixed. Now, some of those papers in there, the little strips, are not a full 6 inches. I met them in the middle, and I want to make sure that the pictures cover that. So I'm going to have to fix that. And obviously, I want you to be able to see the branding strips because, you cover that whole thing up, then it's kind of pointless to all the work you've done. So you can see those everywhere. They're just going to be peeking out, either on the right, the left, or, above or below. And so that's what I want. And I don't want to cover the sun too much. I don't mind to cover that middle section. You can obviously see the rays. So my goal is to mostly stick towards the colored spot for the pictures. So, and then I'm just going to kind of layer them similarly. Now, I don't want them exactly the same as both sides. So they are not, exact, but they're in the same general kind of form. So I'm the picture on the top on that right layout, I am attempting to do a group shot, and I'm going to set it up and do the whole, countdown. And I know I can do that on my watch. I just, it's fine. So anyway, I'm trying to line it up. So that's me. And I took the picture accidentally of me getting it all situated while they're all over there goofing off and waiting for me to say it's time. So I just get a kick out of that. And this is our smallest group to ever go. My family goes every year. And normally there's like 12 of us. But this year I think there were only 8 of us. 2, 4, 6, 7. There were 7 and then Pax. So 8, right? Because Pax counts. And that would be my Neff pup. This year we have 2 puppies going with us, so that'll be different, and possibly a baby if I can sweet talk my daughter into letting me, kidnap him. We'll see how that goes. So y'all be seeing lots of pictures of a baby on the beach. So anyway, so I just start building clusters, and I do try and stick to the whole 3 cluster rule, except for I don't. I mean, I just put things where I want them, Like, if I like the way it looks there, then that's what I'm going to do. So I just, build things. Like, I cover that whole bottom with, the title that says Lovely Day. And then I put that Hip Hip Hooray up in that top picture because there's just a bunch of, it's a sky, but because it's kind of washed out and everything, it's not like you see this gorgeous sunset or sunrise or anything. So I'm not really covering anything except pole and a little bit of sky back there with that Hip Hip Hooray. Plus it's one of those clear stickers, so you can kind of see through it anyway. So I just start building and putting things on here, like swimsuits and things that say to the beach, paradise. There's a ton of wordy bits on here. I don't care. I love that. The only thing I kind of regretted was I put that listen to your heart down in that bottom right corner of the bottom of the right layout, and it's very bulky, and my picture is already 4 layers of bulk, not to mention the 2 layers or more that are on here. So that's kind of bad placement in the aspect of how thick that is. So I guess I'll make sure that the layouts that are around this are a little less bulky, although honestly I think I've already done all the layouts pretty much go before and after this. It's fine, it'll just take up more room. It's fine. So I do pull from another Hip Kit Club these little journaling spots, and I put one down on the bottom of the right one layout, and then one little one up here at the top of the left. And I'm just going to write on here that this is the beach. The top picture is the day we got there, and the bottom picture is our first morning there. And then the other page is just, all the same day, but it's different days. Like, this is our first bit, there, and then the other page is the end. And then that'll be a matching page. And then I think I have a couple other pictures from the beach that I've done, but I usually just have a book that's just for beach layouts. And then I just do this beginning and end kind of documenting of to go in my chronological book. And then when you want to see all the beach pictures, those are somewhere different. But anyway, here is the close-up. I love how this turned out. I used tons and tons of scraps. Yes, it took me an hour and a half. Part of that was me stopping. Part of it was because I wasn't prepared for this. And part of it is because it is, no word of a lie, 3 o'clock in the morning while I'm doing this voiceover, and I just finished this layout. So I started at 1:30. Why do we do this to ourselves? Oh, wait, not we, me. Why do I do this? It's fine. Anyway, I hope you'll go check out everybody who is hopping along with Baby Got Scraps, and it encourages you and inspires you to use your scraps, use your embellishments, get your stuff documented. And I hope you'll come back and see me. I'd love it if you'd give me a thumbs up if you like this video and or my layouts. I would also love it if you'd subscribe if you haven't already. And I appreciate you all for hanging out with me for this big 10-minute video and my double layout. I hope you'll come back and see me again really soon. Have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.